61% of men today feel chronically isolated, a number that has tripled since 1990. This isn't just loneliness. It's a crisis of identity. For decades, society equated masculinity with stoicism, relentless hustle, and emotional suppression. But the data is clear. Men who cling to these outdated norms pay a steep price. They're 3.5 times more likely to die by suicide than women, 72% more prone to heart disease, and 40% more susceptible to cognitive decline by age 60. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's control center for decision-making, shrinks by 8% in men who chronically bury emotions. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Yet, a revolution is underway. Men who redefine strength, prioritizing emotional agility, purpose-driven action, and relational depth, aren't just surviving, they're thriving. Here's how to join them. The phrase "man up" has quietly eroded men's well-being for generations. Consider Alex, a 42-year-old executive who prided himself on never missing a deadline or showing vulnerability. He worked 80-hour weeks, dismissing stress as a badge of honor. But when his wife filed for divorce, he realized his strength had cost him his family. His story mirrors a 2023 study revealing that 73% of men set goals based on external validation, promotions, social media likes, material wealth, while neglecting internal metrics like peace, growth, or connection. The result? A generation of men chasing hollow victories, only to collapse under the weight of unspoken regrets. The science is unequivocal. Emotional suppression isn't discipline, it's self-sabotage. Testosterone, often mislabeled as the aggression hormone, actually fuels courage and nurturance when channeled wisely. Stanford researchers found fathers with higher testosterone levels are more attentive to their children, not less. Navy SEALs use tactical breathing to stay calm under gunfire. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff meditates before high-stakes meetings. These men don't avoid emotions. They metabolize them into focus. The path to reinvention starts with a simple truth. Strength is a skill, not a birthright. Begin by auditing your energy. For 48 hours, track every activity in 30-minute blocks, labeling each as an energy gain, drain, or neutral. Most men discover 20-30% of their time is wasted on drains, mindless scrolling, toxic coworkers, or soul-crushing commutes. Mike, a factory worker, reclaimed 15 hours weekly by swapping Instagram for a plumbing certification. Within a year, he tripled his income. Next, anchor one non-negotiable ritual. Habits compound. Cold showers spike dopamine by 250%, priming resilience. Morning journaling correlates with 30% higher goal achievement. Weekly truth circles with friends who challenge, not coddle. You accelerate growth. James, a corporate lawyer, joined a men's group that confronted his workaholism. Their candor helped him slash his hours by 20% and repair his relationship with his daughter. Finally, redefine purpose. It's not a vague calling, but a compass. Research from the University of Pennsylvania shows men with specific values-aligned goals are 34% more resilient to stress. Instead of "be a better dad," aim for "read to my kids for 20 minutes nightly," or plan one monthly adventure. Small wins build momentum. The Harvard Study of Adult Development, tracking men for 85 years, found relational quality predicts longevity and happiness better than wealth or fame. Yet, men often reduce relationships to transactional roles: provider, fixer, protector. Depth requires vulnerability. A Fortune 500 CEO began hosting monthly failure dinners with his team, where mistakes were dissected as learning tools. Trust soared, innovation followed, and turnover halved. Start small. Share one unfiltered thought daily with a partner or friend. As author Brené Brown notes, vulnerability is the birthplace of trust. This isn't about softening masculinity, it's about precision. David Goggins, the ultramarathon icon, transformed from an abused, overweight child into a resilience icon, not through brute force, but by confronting trauma and embracing disciplined vulnerability. His memoir, Can't Hurt Me, isn't a manifesto of pain. It's a playbook for turning wounds into wisdom. By 2030, remote work will dissolve traditional hierarchies. AI tools like Habitflow, used by 23,000 men to track discipline, will democratize self-mastery. The $4.5 trillion wellness market, once dismissed as soft, will be led by men who normalize self-care. Early adopters, like John, who used AI therapy to manage anxiety before launching a mental health platform, will shape industries. Laggards will pay in relevance and relationships. Consider Tom, a construction worker who learned coding via YouTube during lockdowns. He pivoted to a remote tech career, doubling his income while coaching his son's basketball team. The future rewards men who blend resilience with adaptability. Procrastination has a cost. 1,752 hours of annual regret, 73 days lost to resentment, stagnation, and unresolved anger. But men who commit to reinvention gain 2.3 hours of peak energy daily, enough to rebuild a marriage, launch a side hustle, or finally take that postponed trip to Paris.